Many businesses, both online and offline, struggle with finding paying customers consistently. Now, if you are an entrepreneur and you're struggling to find consistent paying customers, then this video is just for you. Now, in this video, I'll be sharing the strategies that I use to find paying customers consistently. And these are strategies that I've learned from experts, including marketing expert Jay Abraham. So I know it's going to work well for your online business because it has helped me with my own businesses. Now, don't forget to stay till the end of the video because there is an extra special cheat sheet that goes along with this episode. Hey guys, Christabel here, host of the Hack Your Online Business podcast and founder of Chris Media. Now, if you're here on this channel for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you like today's video, I'll love it if you could hit the like button as well. Now, don't forget to leave me a comment below and let me know which strategy you find most useful. Now, as online business owners, we don't have a physical storefront that people can accidentally pass by when you're out and about. So we gotta think of ways and strategies to overcome that to find our paying customers. And the mistake that a lot of online business owners make is thinking that just by creating their website and having it set up or creating their online courses, or once they have their e-commerce store, that people will automatically find out about them and they will start buying. And truth hits when no one starts to buy from them, no one signs up for their packages or services. And there's nothing worse than creating something that people cannot even buy because they don't even know that your brand or your business exists. And so the very first thing that an online business should do when you're trying to go out there to look for paying customers is to build a big and targeted list. Now, a list could be your email list, your messenger subscriber list, even SMS list, right? So that's the list that you want to grow. Because if the number of people on your list is too small or the response rate of your list is too low, then the effectiveness of your marketing, the effectiveness of trying to find paying customers is going to be limited. Now, I want you to think of this formula. Marketing multiplied by list size equals to results. So I'll give you an example over here. If you and your competitor, you guys are equally as good in marketing, you're selling pretty much the same item and you've got the same open and click-through rates for your emails. But because of your list size, if your competitor has a list size that's much bigger than yours, they are gonna get a result that is many times bigger than yours, only because their list was bigger than yours. So at the end of the day, the list size matters when it comes to marketing efficiency. So remember, a bigger targeted list gets you better results. So how do you actually get a big targeted list? Now, there are two main ways. There's traffic and then there's conversion. Now, if you get all the traffic in the world and you are not able to convert them into leads, then that traffic is useless. So there's always traffic and conversion. And there are three principles that will help you get more leads. The first one is determine your traffic source. Where are you going to get your traffic? The next thing is to create something attractive, a lead magnet that will attract them to exchange their email or their number or to sign up for something that is attractive to them. And then the third part is to convert those leads. So let's talk about step one, determining your traffic source. Now, there are three main ways to get traffic, not 100, not 10, 1,000, although it does feel like that in the marketing space where there's a new marketing channel coming out every new week. But essentially, there are three ways to get traffic. There is the free way, there is the paid way, and then there's the partnership marketing way. So what you want to do is to decide which one is best for you. And you don't just have to select one, right? You can choose paid traffic and free traffic and partnership and do them all at the same time to get the maximum number of traffic. So let's talk about free marketing first. Now, you may not have realized this, but there are free ways to promote your business. You don't always have to pay for them. So by creating content, aka content marketing, which can be free, you get to create an authority for your online business and you get to put content in front of your target audience. So how do you go about creating content? Now, once you decide who your target audience is, then ask yourself, what type of content do my target audience consume and where do they normally consume their content? Now, you can put your content on your website, your blog, your podcast, your YouTube channel, just like this one, your Instagram account, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. It really depends on where your target audience is hanging out and consuming content. So you might be wondering, geez, there's so many options for me. I don't know where to start creating my content. Now, the simple and shortest answer is to go where your target audience are already hanging out. So any of the above mentioned channels work for almost any clients. Now, if you're more B2B, then you should be creating content on LinkedIn. If you're trying to target a young audience, then you might want to create content on TikTok. Now, once you regularly start creating great content, you start to build your authority and you start to get more traffic, and that results in more leads. Now, what I want you to realize is that the free marketing, the content marketing is not the fastest way to grow a list and get more leads. So if you're looking for a fast way, then you want to look into paid marketing. But with content marketing, you need patience for this, right? It doesn't take from today to tomorrow to see results. It does take some time to eventually grow that list because it does take time to build that audience. Now let's move on to paid marketing. Now paid marketing are the ads that you'll be running, and you can be running ads on different platforms these days. You can be running Facebook ads, Twitter ads, LinkedIn ads, Instagram ads, Snapchat ads, TikTok ads. The options are just limitless. You can even go down the unconventional route of sponsoring a podcast episode or sponsoring a podcast show, or even things like billboard ads, TV ads, radio ads, trade show ads, sponsoring an entire conference. Now, these are all paid marketing. And the best part about paid marketing is that it's really fast in growing your list and getting paying customers. So you don't have to wait around for a long time to start seeing the results coming in. And you also get to measure the returns on your investment. Now, the third strategy is partnership marketing or joint venture. Now, what that is basically identifying the companies or the brands who already have access to your target audience and then partnering up with them. Now, this is something that I learned a while back from my favorite marketing expert, Jay Abraham, and it has really helped grow my business. So when Jay Abraham was asked if we could take away every strategy that you know, if you had to go back from the beginning, you had no list, no money, and you could only pick one strategy, which one would that be? And Jay answered partnership and endorse marketing without a doubt. Now, when I learned that from Jay, I started applying that for my own business, Chris Media. So I started to go out and look for partnerships with companies that are non-competing, yet have the access to my target audience. So I partner up with Facebook ad agencies, social media marketers, marketing agencies, and they have inherently brought me new clients. And here's the thing, you can partner with people both online and offline. You can partner with people at the trade shows. You can partner with consultants who can recommend you. Because the idea is that when you partner with someone with a complementing product or service, non-competing, you get to tap into the hours they've spent trying to grow their target audience that you're trying to reach. They spent a lot of time and money trying to grow that list, and they've built that know, like, and trust factor over time as well. And because they already have the trust of their audience, by virtue of partnering and being associated with them, you get that trust transferred over to you when they recommend you to their list. So how do you go about finding these companies to partner up with? Now, there are 3 steps when it comes to finding companies for partnerships. The first step is to identify the complementing companies. The second is to approach them. And the third step is to serve and strategize with them. So in the first step, you want to identify your partners by thinking about the companies and the brands that are complementing yours and are offering products and services that are non-competing with yours. So for example, if you are an online health coach, can you partner up with a health food brand? Can you partner up with a gym that does not offer health or fitness programs? Now, step 2, once you identify your partners, it's time to approach them and send an email out to the right person in the organization. Now, what I also like to do is to connect with that person on LinkedIn, especially if they are active on LinkedIn. I find that LinkedIn is a great way when it comes to B2B outreach, and it's something that you should definitely look into doing. Now, step 3 is to serve and strategize. So once they accept and they are on the call with you, you want to strategize a plan with them, a partnership plan with them, and you want to highlight the benefits that they will get. You want to find a way to work together, and you want to get them to introduce your brand to their list. Now, to sum that all up, start by building your list. A bigger list results in bigger results. And there are 3 ways to build your list. There's free marketing, paid marketing, and partnership marketing. And what I want you to decide is which route you're going to pick. The free marketing, paid marketing, or partnership marketing. So we've talked about traffic. Now let's talk about conversion. How do you convert your website traffic, your podcast listeners, your YouTube viewers, your social media followers into actual leads? Now you do that by offering an attractive lead magnet that entices them to exchange their email or their phone number in return of downloading that stuff. Now, this is the part where a lot of online business owners get confused because they're not sure what kind of lead magnet they should be creating. What should you create? What shouldn't you create? Now, what shouldn't you create is a free email newsletter. That is not enticing for anyone to give you their email address in exchange for a free email newsletter. Instead, what I want you to think about is your lead magnet high reward or low reward? So obviously, we want to create something that is high reward for our target audience, something that is valuable for them. Now, at the same time, you also want to ask yourself this question. Is this lead magnet going to be a low risk or a high risk? Now, what that means is that it's going to take a long time for you to create and for them to consume. Because at the end of the day, if your lead magnet appears to be more of a hassle than the reward itself, they are not going to convert. So for example, a lot of people like to offer free strategy calls. Now that might seem like a high reward, low risk kind of lead magnet for your business, but in actual fact, from the perspective of your target audience, it might come across as high risk because it is a free strategy call disguised as a pitch. And so they know that by jumping on this strategy call with you, they might be pitched later on, and that might actually turn them away. So when it comes to creating your lead magnet to convert your traffic, what you want is a good mixture of high reward and low risk. So like I was telling you, the free email newsletter, it is low risk, but it's also low reward because these days, who wants more emails in their inboxes? Now, a video course or a video is high reward because you're teaching, they're learning a lot, but it's also high risk because you spend more time creating it and they need more time to consume it as well. Now, with that said, I want to have a caveat. I'm not saying that videos or a 3-part video series will not work. It has worked for many brands and businesses. What I'm saying is that you got to keep that in mind, the high reward and high risk aspect of it. Now, over time for my own business, I found that the best lead magnet to create is a downloadable cheat sheet or a short guide. Now, those are great because I found that those are of low risk yet high value for the audience, and low risk for me as well because it takes me really fast to create one of those. So for example, if you wait till the end of this video, there is a free cheat sheet just for you that you're going to find it to be very valuable for finding paying customers. Now, to round out this episode, we talked about why you need a big targeted list if you want to start getting paying customers. We talked about selecting your traffic source, if it's going to be free, paid, or partnership. Next, we talked about converting that traffic by offering an attractive lead magnet that is high reward and low risk. Now, the cheat sheet that I promised at the beginning of the video contains several questions that you should ask yourself in order to find paying customers. So I want you to go to the link in the description below, download the cheat sheet, and then start asking yourself those questions. Write down the answers and then start to evaluate if you are doing it right when it comes to finding paying customers. Now, thank you so much for watching this episode. Don't forget to leave me a comment below and let me know what you think about today's video. Now, if you liked today's video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I'd love it if you could hit the subscribe button as well. I'll see you in the next video.